Now, the 5-day event returned after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The show comprises of a world-class air demonstration, mobility track demonstrations, parachute drops, aerobatic displays and other static displays from some of the biggest names in the aviation and defense industry. Now, several countries, including Germany, China and the US, are displaying their army equipment. All right, now let's get a very latest update. We now cross to our reporter, MBALENHLE MTHETHWA. Mbali, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Talk to us about, what transpired today. I know you've been speaking to various enthusiasts as well as professionals in this industry.
Yes, indeed, Unati. Now, Pretoria has seen a display of aircrafts really ranging from the South African Defence Force, the South African Police Services, as well as some commercial aircrafts. What you're just seeing is the aftermath of what could have been described as an acrobatic display by an aircraft which is called the Hawk. It was absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. I wish you had gotten the opportunity to see it. I'm joined by someone from a young development agency that assists young people young players wanting to join or be part of this industry or the aviation industry. Before we went on air, he spoke about the importance of young people participating. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Talk to us about what exactly you do.
Hi, thank you so very much for the opportunity to come and have a chat with you. My name is Kolisile Kumalo, and I'm the chairperson of the Youth Development Program. So the YDP, as we call it, it encourages youngsters to look for careers in the aviation sector as well as in the defense sector. We encourage youngsters to not be afraid of mathematics, and science, to actually tackle those subjects with zeal, with bravery, so that we can come and, they can come and become future leaders within this industry. We need engineers, we need scientists, we need researchers, etc. But not only that, there are so many careers that are available within the aviation and defense sector. Aviation photography, for example, you can become an aviation photographer. There are what we call lawyers that are specializing in the aviation industry. So all the length and breadth of careers you can find within the aerospace, aviation and defense sectors. So that is in essence what we do as the Youth Development Program.
And would you say there's a shortage of young people coming into the sector, and is this an initiative to try and bolster those numbers?
Absolutely. It's an initiative to try and bolster the numbers, number one. Number two is to make sure that we do what is called succession planning, because the industry in South Africa in general, we don't produce enough engineers. I think about 2 years ago we lost about 80 engineers to other countries, and we need a throughput to come through to make sure that we capacitate and fill those posts that are available. So indeed it is that. We brought 10,000 learners from across the length and breadth of this country. Some of them were flying for the first time, experiencing flight for the first time. Some touched aircrafts, And our career exhibition or our career expo is different. It's different in the sense that, it touches all the senses of the learner. They can see the aircraft, they can touch the aircraft, they can smell the jet fuel, They interact with professionals directly after flying the aircrafts. They come and they interact with them. And we're moving away from the bags and brochures, paper and brochure type of career exhibition. It's done. We have done enough by giving us squeeze bottles and, stress balls. We need to give our learners tools that they can use in class. For example, one of the things that I've observed when I was going through schools, 4 or 5 learners sharing a single calculator. It's unheard, and the calculator costs about 200 rands. So what we do with this one is to encourage companies to say, no, don't give squeeze bottles. We've done very well. Give out scientific calculators. Give out, mathematics dictionaries. Give out, the tools that learners can use at school so that they become successful.
That is very important. Providing young children with the necessary equipment for a successful future. What would you say is the success rate of this program?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, we have one youngster here who came in 2016. He came in as a learner. His name is Xolan Khatebe. He's studying at VETS. He's doing his mechanical engineering. He came in here as a learner, 2016. Now he's got his company, his own company. He's exhibiting. You know, and it's not only here that we do that in Gauteng. We do this countrywide. We work with schools to help them improve their pass mark so that we can give our learners a chance to be able to go into careers that are important. For example, we had a school in Danzani that we worked with over a period of 4 or 5 years. They were hovering at around about 17% on their metric pass rate. We helped them to push it to around 97%, and it's now consistent. And we don't only do career exhibitions, we do what we call military motivational camps, where we take learners from across provinces, etc. We bring them to a camp in partnership with the South African Air Force, in partnership with the aviation and defense industry. We put those learners in a 10-day camp to try and teach them things like patriotism, discipline, how to resist, to stay away from drugs and drug, all of those things, psychosocial support. But important, we teach them how to study. Study skills are important for our learners to understand mathematics and science. And that's what we do at those camps. So the success rate has been quite telling, because you see the learners coming, applying for bursaries. You see the learners getting into the, into various companies. We don't have a shortage of learners that are looking to, to enter the industry.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is a representative trying to speak and to encourage young people to participate in the aviation space. Now, what you see here, there is a pink smoke on the lawn, rather, and this is an indication of the fact that there's another drill that's about to begin. I think it's being led by the SANDF. As you can see, there are SANDF individuals stationed there in front, right next to it. It's going to be a beautiful display like it has been throughout the day. Various organizations just showing and displaying beautiful aircrafts and the skills that they carry. And of course, this is important to do so, especially for the SANDF. It's back to you in studio.
Well, MBALENHLE, enjoy the last day of that show, of course. MBALENHLE MTHETHWA coming to us live there from Waterkloof Air Force Base in Pretoria, and of course on the last day of the Africa Aerospace and Defense Show.